Hey, how's it going? I'm Skitty Beans, and today we are watching another Casual Geographic video. I know we've been watching him a lot, but I just can't get enough of his videos. I love them so much. And this one was another suggestion. So we are going to be watching Every Bear and Its Chances of Retiring You from Life. I'm here for it. I am here for it. I'm ready. As always, I have Casual Geographic's video linked in my description below. Also, if you get a chance, if you could leave a like and subscribe, it would help me out a bunch. I also want to thank everybody for subscribing lately. We have had quite the boom of subscribers lately. So I just want to say thank you and welcome to everybody. I'm so happy you decided to spend some time with me. So I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's get into this. I'm ready.
It's scientifically proven that one of the best ways to see how a guy's mind works, to really see what type of person you're dealing with, ask one question. What's the biggest animal you can beat in a fight?
Wait, is this like a so this is like a man thing? Like I could totally fight a bear. Oh boy.
Person you're dealing with, ask one question. What's the biggest animal you can beat in a fight? You ask that and you'll learn a whole lot in a short time. And in 2021,
What was that video? Oh my god. Man, people are wild. Bro, people are so wild.
Animal you can beat in a fight. You ask that and you'll learn a whole
What is this? I have never seen this video before. Oh my gosh. Wow.
lot in a short time. And in 2021, British firm YouGov did a survey.
6% of Americans think they could beat a grizzly bear in a fight. Which of the following animals, if any, do you think you could beat in a fight if you were unarmed? 72 said rat. Okay, that's fair. House cat, 69. A goose? Man, I don't know. Aren't geese like really mean? I don't know. Medium-sized dog. Depending on the dog, I don't know. I'd probably die. An eagle? Oh, I don't know. I don't know about an eagle either. Eagle seems a little... I don't know. Large dog, 23. Chimpanzee? I don't know about that. Yo, they be ripping limbs off, right? Eating people's faces? I don't know. King cobra? Maybe. I'm saying if I was a man, me as me, I would say my best chance is the rat, but I'm thinking of myself as a 6'5" burly man. So kangaroo, I'm gonna say no. All you need I mean, they could kick you in the chest and stop your heart, right? Make your heart explode. A wolf? I'm gonna say no. Crocodile? No. Gorilla? Definitely not. Elephant? Hell no. Lion? Nope. Grizzly bear? 6. I'm gonna say still no. Still no. But I don't know. Men, tell me which ones do you think you could take on? What is your limit? You know? Because I don't have man brain, so I honestly would just say the rat. That would be it. That would be it. That's my list. Just a rat. And I even then probably wouldn't even want to kill it. But, you know, if I had to, unarmed, yeah, that would be my, that would probably be the one that I could probably defeat.
A lot in a short time. And in 2021, British firm YouGov did a survey. There's a lot to unpack here. But mostly the 6% of Americans that think they could handle a grizzly without getting their existence abolished. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh no,
and that's
yeah.
how long it would take.
Yes, exactly. Yep. That is, yep. I would say that's accurate.
Bears are inevitable enough to be one of the few animals I have a one-shot rule against. As in, if they're coming at me full force and I have one shot in the chamber, I'm using it to self-medicate my exit off the mortal coil. I might not survive a hippo attack, but I'm for sure not surviving my reaction to one. I'll same-day ship myself to the Lord's door before I let a chimp handle me.
Oh my god, what is this? This is so much chaos. There's a lot of monkey chaos here. What the hell?
I'm for sure not surviving my reaction to one.
Hippo.
I'll same-day ship myself to the Lord's door before I let a chimp handle me, and I'll self-subtract with the quickness before a bear makes me part of its business. Bears are the most conceptually inconsiderate creatures in nature. Basically a giant unhinged dog with every possible attribute maxed. Think about it. Nature dropped an apex, all-terrain, CrossFit predator.
What in the world? Yo. That's what. Oh my gosh. Damn. Yo, bears be crazy.
With every possible attribute maxed. Think about it. Nature dropped an apex, all-terrain, CrossFit predator that can out everything you and just let the rest of the population deal with it.
Man,
But
look
what's
at
the
it
most
go.
dangerous bear actually? Well, today we're going to be talking about every breed of bear and its chances of putting you on a shirt. Each bear will get a Merc rating. Merc
A mark rate. I love it. I love it. I mean, I like bears. I respect bears. I like them. I like them.
standing for might eviscerate, ravage, or just cancel you. Yeah, that's definitely the K word that was supposed to be there.
Yeah,
And as
yeah.
always, each rating will be in my very biased opinion. But yeah, call me Joe Rogan or a grinder gladiator. Either way, we are going down the bear hole. Starting with the sun bear, named
The sun bear, it's kind of cute
or
though.
a grinder gladiator. Either way, we are going
Go
down
back
the bear
and-
hole. Starting with
I love his little face. I mean, I feel like that's what's so deceiving about bears is they have such cute faces, and then they eat you alive. It's great.
the sun bear, named after the thing he spent way too long looking at. Those eyes stared at the void and the void blinked first. And yes, they're built like they barely qualify to be here. He looks like a bear with crippling social anxiety that got told to act natural. They were recently involved in a controversy in China. The controversy was nobody believed that wasn't a man in costume.
Oh my god. I mean, to be fair, they do look a little odd. I don't hate it though, but I could totally understand. Didn't China have something like that though? Where they actually did have people in costumes or something? And then the one that actually isn't. That's kind of funny.
Recently involved in a controversy in China. The controversy was nobody believed that wasn't a man in costume. To be fair, they're easily the least coated Ursus out there. They're the smallest in the world at no heavier than $140. And be honest, how long would it take for you to guess that foot was attached to a grizzly's cousin? Those
Aw, the little bare feet. They're cute. I guess 140 pounds isn't a whole lot for I mean, like that's still a good weight for an animal, but compared to like some, like a lot of other bears, yeah, definitely not a heavyweight.
$140. And be honest, how long would it take for you to guess that foot was attached to a grizzly's cousin? Those bare feet help them climb trees, and some bears are the most tree climbing of them all. But how dangerous is this identity crisis? Well, they're shy, reclusive, and mostly eat fruits and plants. They're also trigger happy,
Oh.
nearly blind, and they share real estate with tigers.
They're nearly blind. Oh, those poor bear. Oh no. Oh man, nature. Why do we gotta do them like that? They're cute and they can't see good.
Fruits and plants. They're also trigger happy, nearly blind, and they share real estate with tigers. Sun bears are known to attack people when caught off guard, and their poor eyesight means they can easily get jump scared by humans. They also have one of the strongest bite forces relative to body size of any bear.
Wait, I
Scared
have
by
to go. Hold
humans. They
on.
also have one of the strongest bite forces
Okay, WTF fact of the day. Sun bears are the smallest bears in the world, but have the same size teeth as polar bears. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, you definitely don't want to get chomped on by one of these. Their teeth do look huge. Their teeth look crazy. Yeah, I would say no thank you. I don't want to get bit by one.
relative to body size of any bear, but probably only because they use teeth to rip through tree bark. There was even one case where a sun bear tiger showdown ended up with both of them becoming past tense. So what could they do to a
Oh
human?
no.
Well, from 2000 to 2010, there were 33 sun bear attacks on humans, with the most common injuries being facial. But all the attacks are accidental encounters where the sun bears would probably argue self-defense. And to my knowledge, there are no recorded cases of a sun bear killing a person. So with no body count and being the smallest, but also being neurotic enough to be a threat, I'll give the sun bear a merc rating of 5.
Okay, that's fair. Their front, like paw claws kind of makes me think of sloths, kind of. I kind of like resemble them.
Next, you have the Andean, also known as the spectacled bear. For obvious reasons, on paper, he's the biggest land predator in that part of South America. Only technically, because only 5% of Four Eyes' diet is meat. Like the sun bear, they're only really a jihad to fruits and plants. Also like the sun bear, the walking spectacle is very tree climbing, and they'll even build their version of a tree house to sleep in. To be fair, you don't really have a choice when your hall monitor's a jaguar. But don't think Buddy's sweet because he got glasses. They've been known to take out llamas, cows, and even tapirs twice their size.
Oh wow. But what they said, he said 4% is meat, so they probably don't eat them very often. I like this face. I like it. Good face. Good face. I mean, I don't know what my rating would be, because they'd all be like 10 out of 10 would boop and also would die.
Glasses. They've been known to take out llamas, cows, and even tapirs twice their size. But how dangerous are they to people? Well, in 2004, an Andean bear escaped from a Berlin zoo and made a beeline for the children's area. What followed was one of the most gruesome displays ever caught on camera. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh god. Oh, wait.
Apparently, the spectacled bear only has one human body on his record, and technically it was a hunter who shot the bear out of a tree only for the bear to land on him. I'm sorry, but if you fail physics that hard, you deserve to get packed up by Paddington. And
he went to the kids' area just to play with a little bicycle.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, look at this. You know, I actually love this picture. This is adorable.
Apparently, the spectacled bear only has one human body on his record, and technically it was a hunter who shot the bear out of a tree only for the bear to land on him. I'm sorry, but if you fail physics that hard, you deserve to get packed up by Paddington.
Yeah, I agree.
And yes, Paddington was indeed a spectacle.
Oh, I didn't know that that's what Paddington was supposed to be. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I used to love Paddington Bear.
Spectacles are also the closest living relative of, the short-faced bear. Oh, the duality. But considering the only casualty was more to slapstick than a homicidal bear, I give the spectacled beast a merc rating of 2.
Of 2? Oh. That's okay, buddy. That's okay. You know, not everything's gotta be a killer. You just go live your sweet little life.
And now we're at the panda portion, which might confuse some since there's a genuine corner of the internet that'll tell you that pandas aren't actually bears. They'll sooner believe China has an obese biracial gerbil waddling around. To be fair, being a bear but identifying as a bamboo processing plant is a questionable life choice. But one, bamboo is so protein packed that Ursus Oreo actually ends up getting just as much as wolves and feral cats. And 2, binging bamboo all day means pandas actually have one of the strongest bite forces of any land mammal. Wild pandas usually avoid people, and there's currently no record of a plus-size eyeshadow cotton ball killing a human. But pandas will 100% lash out if they think you deserve it, often with life-altering consequences. Nobody demonstrated panda potential more than straight at the Beijing Zoo, a young panda named Gugu. In 2006, a drunk dude climbed into the enclosure to give Gugu a hug, and Gugu gave him an attitude adjustment with his teeth. After several minutes of biting each other, yes, Drunky bit the bear.
What is wrong with people? Oh my god, like you're drunk. Okay, first of all, why are you drunk at the zoo? Second of all, I don't understand like why all these people think it's a smart idea to go in enclosures, drunk or not. Okay, you know, there's perfectly sober people that go into animal enclosures. Why? My question is why? Or maybe we just, you know, let nature take its course at that point. Because it's like, what are you doing? Like this, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I just, that is something that I will just never understand. I don't get it. I think this panda wants to bite the shit out of this guy. Get your snack. Get a snack. Because I don't know. just leave them alone. Not that I think that they should be in there anyway, but just leave them alone, you know? Like don't be in places you shouldn't be. This should probably apply for a lot of things, right?
An attitude adjustment with his teeth. After several minutes of biting each other, yes, Drunky bit the bear. They were eventually separated with a fire hose. In 2007, a teenager tried Gugu and got chunks ripped out of his legs to the point where bones were showing. And in 2000,
That's what you get. That is what you get. I don't feel sorry for any of these people.
a father climbed over a barrier to retrieve a toy his son dropped. His reward was his leg caught in Gugu's vice grip jaws that keepers literally had to pry open. I really think if pandas didn't wear the makeup, y'all would not be trying them like this. The worst
I don't even think they look bad there, though.
I really think if
you know, I mean, that looks crazy, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
pandas didn't wear the makeup, y'all would not be trying them like this. The worst part about getting mauled by something so goofy is it probably takes a long time for bystanders to realize you're in trouble. They're the epitome of, I'm not a killer, but don't push me. And for that, they get a Merc rating of 4. Because really, if you get flatlined by a panda, you probably deserved it. Now,
yeah, see, I agree. Yeah, I think 4. I think 4 sounds like a fair rating. I agree. I agree. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Oh, he's gorgeous. This one's gorgeous. Or she. I don't know. I don't know how to tell male, female bears apart. Whatever this bear is, it's beautiful.
we got the black bear, aka the fight back part of the rhyme. Which is kinda true, black bears are more likely to run away than run a fade. And after seeing them climb trees, thank the natural order for that. Although they probably only learned that from dealing with another bear down the list.
That is impressive how fast they got up that tree though.
The natural order for that. Although they probably only learned that from dealing with another bear down the list. Black bears are high-key champion generalists. They're smart enough and adaptable enough to live almost anywhere in America. Also, they're not always black, but that's besides the point. Moonlighting as a giant raccoon means they run into people more than the average bear, and if you look at the numbers, they might not be as harmless as the nursery rhyme suggests. Since
that is true. I have seen a lot of bear videos, and it's usually, I think it is usually black bears. That is true. That actually never occurred to me until now. That, you know, once again, my only reference is Instagram, but I definitely have seen a lot of bear videos on there, and I'm pretty sure they're all black bear, or like not all, but I would say a good majority of them are black bears.
In 1784, there have been 66 times where a black bear and a human resulted in one less human. Pretty low, but there's more.
That's way low.
There's just under 12 black bear conflicts a year. 52% are typically defensive, 33% were food motivated, and 15% were predatory.
That's actually really low, but like predatory how though? Is that like they felt threatened? Oh, I mean, I guess that would be defensive though, huh? Or were they really hung? I don't know.
That number's interesting because that's actually higher than what you would see in brown bears.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is interesting.
Folks now believe there's a slow but very real rise in predatory male black bears murking people. In fact, the first ever fatal black bear attack in California just happened last month. Male blacks, but black bears that is, they have a wider range, which means a desperate down bad male is more likely to try his luck on a hiker. The last stat I have is 88.
Okay, so like they are like starving basically. So, you know, 15% still seems really low to me. I don't know. That still seems pretty low. And I can't really blame them, especially like how much, because I know it's, I think in some areas, isn't it like people have been building, like expanding, whether it's like towns, neighborhoods or shopping or whatever. And it's like, isn't some of that pushing some of those animals closer to where people live and like civilization type deals, or like they're expanding further out, so like we're kind of imposing on their environments now.
Which means a desperate down bad male is more likely to try his luck on a hiker. I
thought I saw something
88% of black bear assisted census subtractions were predatory, and 92% of those predatory pastimes were done by males. But when I say slow rise, we are still talking about one person getting clapped a year. Also, apparently none of those casualties carried pepper spray, so if you do that, hike in groups and put food and garbage away, you probably won't get cooked by Smokey. In fact, the majority of black bear encounters end like a Mormon liaison where neither side gets touched. So, they're flight over fight and statistically harmless. But they live in close proximity with people and are technically more likely to see you as free pizza than grizzlies. So I'll give them a 6.5. 6, final answer. Not
I think six sounds fair. Yeah, that seems like a fair rating.
unlike their Asian cousins, and disclaimer, we're getting into the legitimately dangerous territory. The Asiatic black bear, also called the moon bear, is the first honest threat to human way of life. They're way more on sight than American black bears, and for that matter, even Eurasian brown bears. To be fair, neither of them have to deal with a certain big cat. Like most bears, they're most dangerous when people run into them and the bear feels cornered, and for that reason, attacks are on the rise. From April 2023 to just November, 212 people caught the wrong end of Asiatic aggression from a black bear. 6 died, and food scarcity means those numbers are probably going up. In fact, that's why
6 died. Oh my gosh. You know, I don't know. This would scare the shit out of me though. This would scare me. I don't want any part of this.
From a black bear. 6 died.
Oh, no.
Food scarcity means those numbers are probably going up. In fact, that's why they're a problem in Japan. You see, in Japan, there's a shift with young people leaving the countryside to go make bread in the big city and food-feeding bears moving into the now less crowded human neighborhoods. Now, it's never been easier to find problems with an Asian bear, and from 2000 to 2020, 2,357 black bear attacks have been recorded. 42.4.
That's a lot. That seems like a lot. I did find a video of like dangerous animals, I think. Dangerous animals only found in Japan. So I do have that on my list to watch because I thought that would be kind of an interesting thing to see. Maybe animals that are only found in certain countries, or maybe like that's like their origin or whatever. I have a very, very small list, so I'm trying to build that up too. So I might throw some of those in the mix because I thought maybe that would be, I feel like that'd be kind of interesting because I don't really have a good baseline of like what animals are from where, you know, and like even here, like I live in the US and I don't even know all the animals that are like native here, I guess you could say.
2,357 black bear attacks have been recorded. 42.4% suffered severe injury, 1.2% ended up with permanent disability, and 4.8% lost the ability to exist.
Oof.
They're dead, and over 20% of those attacks happened in August, i.e. right around the time they're getting ready to hibernate. There was even a case earlier this year where a man had to negotiate his arm with a Swiss knife after the Asian variety refused to let him go. Since this is the first bear that is a somewhat regular threat to people, I'm gonna give the Asiatic black bear a 7.5. Although
7.5? Yep. I would have said 8. Because that seemed a little terrifying. I do like their faces though. I do like them. They are pretty cute.
The whole bear biofarming thing, we probably had it coming. And now we get to my honest inspiration for this video, the brown bear. But honestly, first I'm gonna clear something up. The grizzly bear is a subspecies of the brown bear, kind of like how the Arctic wolf is an offshoot of the gray guy. The grizzly.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought they were one and the same, honestly. I think I've always used them like interchangeably because I thought they were the same. Okay, fair enough.
It's basically a landlocked brown bear. They're further inland and their grocery list is a lot shorter, which is why, even though they're the most famous, grizzlies aren't even the biggest bears brown and around. They're smaller than the Kamchatka bear. Bear dwarfs grizzlies, mostly because of the fresh supply of salmon they get from shacking up on the Kamchatka Peninsula, which actually has the highest density of brown bears on the planet. There's like 20,000 of them there. And of course, what y'all know about the Kodiak bear? Named after the Kodiak Islands nature was forced to vault in on. They can outweigh a grizzly by almost 500 pounds.
Almost 500 pounds. Wow, look at that size difference. Damn. That Kodiak bear is thick. It's thick. They're so pretty though. Bears are pretty cool looking.
and that's purely off the pescatarian. That is a whole mountain of a bear. Grizzly bears are
Yeah.
smaller, but the higher competition and being gate-kept from coastal calories makes them that much more aggressive, which makes them, and I don't like to curse that much, my mom watches me, but that is a fucking problem. They're like,
That is a problem. They gotta eat, you know? When I get really hungry and it's been a while, I get a little cranky, so I can only imagine how these bears feel.
which makes them, and I don't like to curse that much, my mom watches me, but that is a fucking problem. They're like a predatory Thanos. Your demise is inevitable if they greenlight it. They have jaws that can crush a bowling ball. Pause that, meme. You're a high five
Wow.
away from balling like Emmanuel Hansel. I've seen them punk entire wolf packs out of food, and they might be the
Oh
only
my
thing alive
gosh.
that can choke slam a moose. There's only one video that truly
They can choke slam a moose. Oh my goodness. Yo, that's crazy because moose are strong and they're quite large.
packs out of food, and they might be the only thing alive that can choke slam a moose. There's only
Wow.
one video that truly encapsulates how fornicated you are if a grizzly chases you. Well, other than this. Here you have a grizzly running, and way, wow, we're still going.
We're still going.
Oh, right there. There,
Wait,
that's
what are
the
we looking
caribou
at?
he's after. Keep in mind, this is the 30-second mark of the video. About 4 minutes was all it took for the seed of Santa to get packed up like a Christmas present and turned into part of
Oh
the
my
past.
gosh.
But how dangerous are brown bears actually? Since 1784, there have been only 82 fatal brown bear conflicts in North America. Yellowstone surprisingly only has 8. From 2000 to 2015, there were a recorded 664 brown bear attacks around the world, with 90
Oh, 664. Oh, I guess around the world though. I mean, well, I guess where, what is the numbers as far as how many bears are in the whole world? Is 664 a lot? I'm not sure, but 95 people died though. Damn.
25 flatlines. Of these attacks, 17% involved someone with a dog, 10% were after a bear got shot or trapped, aka the person had it coming, 20% were sudden encounters, and an overwhelming 47% involved a female with a cub, proving that the only thing more dangerous than the bear,
Boom.
A child. Don't mess with mama bears. That's what they always say, you know. Don't mess with the mamas.
Child. No.
but really, numbers say there's only 11 brown bear attacks in North America a year, 40 if we're talking worldwide. In fact,
That's
the chances
not
of getting
a whole
mugged by a
lot.
brown bear in Yellowstone are 1 in 2.1 million. I do
Damn,
think bears
yeah.
suffer a lot from shark syndrome, where the attacks might not happen often, but when they do, they're usually graphic enough to go international. At the same time, the worst case scenario scares me more than death itself, so brown bears, specifically grizzly bears, get a Merc rating of 8. Make that
I'd say that's fair. 8, yeah. Yeah. I agree.
more than death itself, so brown bears, specifically grizzly bears, get a Merc rating of 8. Make that an 8.5. If you know, you know. Now, the sloth bear is a great example of something I always say. You have to convince a predator you're worth the effort, where prey will off you before you get the chance. Most bears see humans as a fellow predator. The problem is, here you got one that spends most of its life as prey. Sloth bears got tiger trauma in their bloodline. They also get plenty of smoke from leopards, problems from dole packs, and somehow the same elephants and rhinos that are chill-ish around tigers have zero tolerance for the baloos of the world. Add it all up, you get a floppy-faced termite eater that's also one of the most violently aggressive animals on the planet.
Oh my goodness, yeah. That was yikes. Yeah, that seems a little terrifying to me.
It all up, you
Seems
get
like they got a hard
floppy-faced
life,
termite
though.
eater that's also one of the most violently aggressive animals on the planet. You basically have a giant honey badger with attitude and all the tools to follow through. It's prey trauma with predatory hardware. They don't really know how to kill, they just inflict as much pain as physically possible. That's why many sloth bear victims end up with their faces torn off, since that's their go-to
Oh
move
my
against tigers.
goodness.
A trauma bear with chimpanzee tendencies means they get a Merc rating of 9. There's
Yeah.
no good record of sloth bear attacks on people, but it's the fact that they live on top of and kill more people than other bears that outnumber them. This is
Oh, okay. That makes, oh yeah. I would, yeah, 9. Yep, 9. 9 is good. Holy crap.
on people, but it's the fact that they live on top of and kill more people than other bears that outnumber them. This is technically the most dangerous bear per capita. And it's the one named after
Oh,
a
wow.
sloth. In fact, one sloth bear was called the man-eater of Mysore after he killed 12 people and severely mauled another 2 dozen. And it's
You ever think about like like way back, like before we even knew any of what these animals were. How many of these animals are based off of just like cryptids and like urban legends and stuff? I would love to know, because like I feel like there's so many like terrifying story like encounters, or like how they look, or like there's some like real ugly animals in this world. Can you imagine being like the first one to discover one or something, or see one or anything like that? I don't know, you probably think it was a monster.
In his defense, something like that's pretty rare, and it's believed the bear was injured by people first and then went on a rampage. Not like the last bear, which is one of the few animals to see humans as prey. I'm gonna kill the suspense right now. The polar bear's a 10. From 1870
Oh, a polar bear's a 10. Fair enough. Fair enough.
to 2014, only 20 people have been killed by polar bears out of 73 attacks, but it's the frequency that's scary. What do I mean?
That we
over
know
60%
of.
of attacks happened between 1960 and 2009. 20% happened from 2010 to 2014. That means in this study, 20% of all polar bear attacks happened in less than 3% of the time, and that less than 3% was in the last 4 years. The polar bear is the only bear that classifies as a hyper carnivore, and they'll try anything
my gosh,
from walruses
it's getting a
to
walrus?
reindeer, and they'll even body a beluga whale. As you know, polar bears are one of the rare animals that'll actively hunt people. It's true what they say. If you see a polar bear in the wild, your expiration date's already stamped. They can.
I mean, if they're eating walruses, I mean, a person, I mean, you're just a snack. For real. You are looking like a snack. That's just how it's gonna be.
Smell a seal from almost 20 miles away, so you know when ice bear pulls up, it's no mistake. The Arctic op is such a threat. In Churchill, Manitoba, it's common courtesy to leave car doors unlocked in case someone needs a four-wheeled panic room from a polar bear. The same place, by the way, that has the Churchill Polar Bear Detention Center. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's an air-conditioned temporary holding cell for polar bears that get way too comfortable around people. No other bear is more of a certified homicide once you make eye contact. But they wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for receding sea ice basically stranding a marine mammal on land. And like with black bears, it's a starving, desperate rogue males that are most likely to turn a human into a hashtag.
I love this shot though. I mean, bears are cool looking. This is a beautiful video though of watching this polar bear run. I love it. Watching them swim. I think it's cool. I like it.
And like with black bears, it's a starving, desperate rogue males that are most likely to turn a human into a hashtag. And that's kind of the thing. Every bear on this list would easily put humans at a 10. Like I said, Asiatic black bears are the most common victims of bear bile farms.
Oh gosh.
Small bears are often kept as dancing tourist traps, which involves brutal maimings and
I hate this. Oh god.
shoving a rope through their nose. Literally, through it.
Oh
and
my god.
Humanity has done more to pandas than for them. Also, there's the fact that most bears want nothing to do with you. Literally, one of the best ways to avoid a bear is to actually make noise to give the bear a chance to avoid you. Most bear brutalities come from a bear getting jump scared and making a decision. Also, there's bear spray, but bear spray is a lot like a seatbelt. You don't get into a car expecting to do a barrel roll down I-80, but the same way the seatbelt makes the worst case better, so does bear spray. In fact, you'll probably never use it. Moral of the story? Yeah, honestly, the bear wouldn't even choose us. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. If you rock with the Merc rating thing, I actually have an entire book on the concept. 100 animals that can, you can read the title. And again, each animal has a rating based on my personal bias. And because today's my birthday, the book will be 52% off on.
Oh, happy birthday! I don't know when this was. I think this was a while ago, but happy birthday! We'll buy his book.
Amazon. If you're interested, the link will be in the description. But other than that, drink water, cherish your parents. Remember, if it's wet like a beluga, it's the last time we'll talk to you. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.
Oh shit. He's got a piece of pizza. Oh, I love that.
It's scientifically.
I love that. That's funny. That was great. That was a great video. I love that. Learned a lot about bears. A lot about different bears that I didn't have any idea about. So a great video. I love this. Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate it. Also, if you guys have any other suggestions, put them in the comments below. I'm always looking for stuff to watch and learn about. So, or if you want to just tell me your favorite animal, anything like that. feel free. Feel free. I love reading everyone's comments and suggestions. Everyone's had great suggestions so far. So thank you so much, guys. Also, if you get a chance, please leave a like and subscribe. It'll help me out a bunch. And also, please go to Casual Geographic's channel, show him support, subscribe to his channel, watch his videos. They're great. They're fantastic. I learned so much. I learned so much from him. So he's wonderful. So be sure to show him lots of support. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.